What's going on, everybody? It's your man Lucky. I'm back at it again. Y'all know how I do. Check this out. I want to talk about something. Look, you guys know that I'm all about relationships, right? You know I'm all about couples and working it out and making it happen, right? But unfortunately, sometimes it does not work out that way, right? Sometimes you can't work out whatever damage has been done in a relationship, and I mean, unfortunately, it leads to a breakup. It's what happens. It's unfortunate, but sometimes it just needs to happen. It just really needs to happen. You know, you have two people that are together. They love each other. That's not a question. They love each other, but just couldn't get it together. You know, and the damage has been done, and you know, there's just really no coming back from that damage. And so what happens is you break up, right? Now, breakups are not easy at all, 100%. Okay? Breakups are not easy. And different people respond differently to the pain of a breakup. You know, some people can just deal with it and I just kind of be done with it. And for other people, get kind of stuck in a rut, you know, get, you know, maybe depressed, feelings of anxiety, and, you know, just all type of stuff like that. So everybody responds to a breakup differently. I was asked if I could do a video on how to get over a breakup, and so I'm gonna do a video on how to get over a breakup, but that's gonna be a much longer video in my opinion, because it's just so complex how to get over a breakup. It's not easy. But just understand that breakups happen. If you find yourself being broken up with, just understand that there's one element that you need to help you get through this breakup. Okay, there's one element that you need to get you through this element, and that is time. They say time heals all wounds. Okay, it's not gonna happen overnight. You can't just like flip a switch and be over someone that you were in a relationship with. And it depends on the dynamics of that relationship, right? How long were you two together? Was it just a long-term relationship, or was it a marriage? Are there kids involved? I mean, you know, are you separated? Are you going through a divorce? It's just so many different levels that the relationship could have been on that's going to determine, you know, what it takes to get over that breakup. So, you know, I just want to say to anybody out there that's going through a breakup, it's going to feel like the end of the world, but it's not the end of the world. It's just the end of the relationship. You know, your world is not coming to an end. It's just a relationship. It's fine. You'll get over it. It takes time, but you will get over it. Okay. One of the things that I say that you must do to help you get through it is to stay active, stay busy, do things to keep your mind off of the situation as best as possible. I mean, it's going to keep coming up. I mean, you're probably used to being around, you know, your spouse, your partner a lot, and now you find yourself you're, you know, no longer with them, you no longer hear from them and things of that nature. I mean, it's just but stay busy so that your mind is just not wandering and, you know, just playing with you. Okay, stay active, stay busy, get out and about, do some things. Don't just stay in the house and lay on the couch and, you know, things of that nature. But I'm just saying this real quick, that breakups are not easy. Breakups are not easy. They are tough. Okay, they hurt. And just know that you're not the only person to have gone through a breakup. Plenty of people go through breakups. It happens. It's a part of a relationship. Most people that get into relationships end up going through a breakup. It's not the end of the world. It's gonna hurt, but stay active. Give it some time. You know what I mean? You can't, like I said, you can't just flip a switch to get over a breakup. Give it some time. Get out and get active. See, what happens is the reason why some people have such a tough time is because they've given so much of their energy to the other person, right? And I'm not saying that you've given them just the energy during the course of the relationship or things like that. I'm just saying that it's basically like sometimes you yourself love your partner more than you love yourself. And when that happens, that makes the breakup so much more difficult, because it's not like you've broken up with someone else. It's almost like you've broken up with yourself. It's like you've lost a part of yourself. And that's why some people find it so difficult to get through a breakup, because it's like it's a part of themselves that are gone. And I think to some extent, most people are going to feel that way, but I just really think depending on how much more you love the other person than you love yourself is going to determine just how difficult it's going to be. If for the most part, you always, you loved yourself, kept yourself first, prioritized yourself, and just understood that, your partner was just a compliment to yourself, then it might be easier for you to get over the breakup. But if you didn't look at your partner as a compliment to yourself, but you looked up to your partner almost as like they are a part of you, then you're going to have a more difficult time during the breakup. But just understand, it just takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. For some people, depending on how they're built, they can get over somebody in a few months. Some people, it may take a few years. You know what I'm saying? And that's not crazy. To take a few years to actually get over someone, that's not crazy, because everybody's built differently, So, if you're going through a breakup, man, my heart goes out to you. If you're going through a breakup, understand it's tough. It's the end of the relationship. It's not the end of the world. It's going to be tough. You're going to be constantly thinking about your ex and things of that nature, but you'll get through it. And there are things that you can do to help you move on. Okay? There are things that you can do to move on. Now, a lot of people, when they're going through a breakup, they want their ex back. And I think initially that's kind of like a normal feeling, right? Because if you're the one that got broken up with, it may have just come out of nowhere and it's something that you weren't expecting. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the person who broke up with you, they've been contemplating that for a long time. It's not like they just woke up one day and made a decision and said, hey, I don't want to be here no more, and that was that. No. They've been thinking about that for a very long time. They've been planning and they've been plotting. And I'm not trying to make this hurt. I'm not trying to make this hurt anymore, but I'm just trying to get you to understand the dynamics when you look at your ex and you're wondering why it seems like they're not in as much pain as you. And simply because if you just did not see it coming and you weren't expecting it, then it just hit you like a ton of bricks. Whereas, if your ex, just kind of wasn't happy in a relationship and they hadn't been happy for a while, they've been kind of going through it for a while. And so it may seem like they're cold. You know what I mean? But again, time heals all wounds. So however they were feeling when they initially wanted to break up with you, it's been a while. It's been time. They probably went through it maybe not as tough as you're going through it, because they're the ones that made the decision. But at some point in time, they still probably went through some things as well in regards to the breakup. But man, getting over a breakup is rough, and there's just no one, thing that, can be said that, hey, this is how you do it. But, it's rough. It just takes time. Keep your mind occupied. Get out the house. Don't just lay around on the couch and just watch TV and crawl up into a corner and isolate yourself from people. You don't do that. If you have a support system, if you have somebody that you can talk to somebody. You have to get that stuff off of your chest. You cannot keep it built up inside. It's not going to work. You have to let it out. Everything that you're feeling is inside, and you have to let it out. You have to let it out. There's no way around it. So if you have a support system, reach out to your friends. If you know somebody that recently went through a breakup, talk to them. See what it is that they went through. See what it is that they did to help them get through their breakthrough, through their breakup. It's not easy. It's gonna be rough. You're not alone, okay? You're not alone. Don't feel bad. You're not a failure. You're not a bad person or any of those things, It's a part of life. It's a part of life. You're gonna have your good times and you're gonna have your bad times, okay? The one thing that I can say about a breakup and really getting through a breakup is, one of the things that you should do when you're going through a breakup is take a good look at yourself. Sit back and take a good look at yourself and ask yourself, try to find out, is there any role that you played in the breakup? Okay, what role did you play in the breakup? And I don't mean the actual breakup, but I mean, what role did you play in the relationship that could have led to your ex wanting to break up with you? I mean, because listen, we're not all perfect. None of us are perfect. All of us has flaws. All of us have, issues, past traumas, and things of that nature, baggage that we may have brought into the relationship, insecurities in the relationship, fears, just whatever it is. We all have, everybody, I don't care who you are, everybody has something. You understand what I'm saying? So this might be a good time for you to sit back and reflect and see where you may have contributed to your ex wanting to break up with you, and sit back and just work on yourself. Sit back and work on yourself. This is the best time. See, find your purpose. I say that a few times, in other videos and things of that nature. Find your purpose and you just go at it. That will keep your mind off of the breakup. It will help keep your mind off of the breakup because you're busy. You're getting things done. Get on your purpose, okay? That's all I'm going to say right now. It's going to hurt. You're not going to get over it overnight, okay? Time heals all wounds. Just give it some time. It's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. All right, I'm going to cut this short. Everybody, y'all be good. And y'all have a good day. I'm out.